When it comes to the world we live in, we all want to drive vehicles that speak to us on a certain level. Whether it be a ride that just looks awesome, to ones that are great for the environment, or ones that honestly look like they came out of a sci-fi story.
What have I done?
There are a lot of things to go and get that you can enjoy. But which ones can you actually go and buy right now? Which ones will be so cool that you can't help but go and get it? Allow us to show you 8 incredible vehicles that you can buy right now. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. 8. Neutron. If this bike looks familiar to you, you're not crazy. This is called the Neutron. It's a bike that was developed by Parker Brothers Concepts and was shown off in the film Tron Legacy as a light cycle. And not unlike a true light cycle, the Neutron is a completely electric motorcycle via lithium battery pack, meaning that it doesn't have any gas emissions and is thus very friendly to the environment, which a vast majority of motorcycles are not. The bike is sleek, and it is meant to slice through the air, so much so that the Parker Brothers state that the bike can go up to 100 miles per hour. Just as important though, the Parker Brothers take the bike to the new heights with each passing year. They evolve the brand and the style to make it more functional and more fun for the rider, including being able to choose which color the lights in the bike glow as, thus making you feel like you're truly in Tron, which is where the true concept of the bike came from. The only downside to this bike is that the team is only making a limited amount of bikes per year, including only 25 in 2019. But if you're lucky, you can get one right now and go driving down your own grid in style. 7. The Batmobile. Okay, this one is a very special entry for a whole host of reasons. Because if we're being honest, when you think of superhero vehicles, you think of the Batmobile and all its different versions from over the years. From the first live-action one that made waves via Batman 66, to the Michael Keaton version from the first true theatrical Batman movie, the 66 one doesn't count if you really think about it. To the Tumbler and the one being prepared for the Batman, each Batmobile is iconic. So, which of them can you get for yourself? Well, if you're feeling nostalgic, you can get the original Batman 66 Batmobile that has been touring the world via museums for many years now. This particular one was made by George Barris for the Batman 66 show, and he went and truly owned it. So when it sold at auction, it was worth over $4.2 million. However, should you want a replica of the 66 Batmobile or some of the other Batmobiles out there, you're in luck. Believe it or not, there are dedicated companies and fan groups that go around and make replicas of the various Batmobiles. As such, if you're smart with money and know where to look, you can be riding like Batman in no time flat. You know, so long as you have the budget for it. Just saying. 6. Water jetpack. Not all vehicles are ones you ride on the ground, as you're going to see on this list. Going out on the water is a classic pastime, and many ways have been invented over the years to help you traverse said water. But flying over the water? That's something special, and absolutely something you can do right now. A recent invention called the water jetpack is quickly becoming a classic pastime at beaches all over the world. Loosely speaking, you wear a jetpack that has a large tube on the back. The tube sucks up the water and shoots them out of 2 spots on your pack. The water thrusts down, shooting you up into the air. It's a fun experience when done right, and you'll be flying high, and even should you crash, you'll be crashing into the water. So all the risk of having such an item is mitigated. Granted, it may not be the most expensive or practical vehicle to have around, but admit it, you want to try it out. 5. Tesla Model 3. Now, let's head to the realm of electric cars by going and discussing the lead maker of said cars in Tesla. Tesla is dedicated to going and making strides in creating electric vehicles that everyone will want to get, and right now, there are several models that can help you be electric while not overly breaking the bank. The model that everyone is talking about for Tesla is their Model 3. Typical of Tesla, you can get the vehicle and have a car with an incredible safety rating and various features that make it shine. But of course, its pride and joy is its range. Model 3 is fully electric, so you never need to visit a gas station again. If you charge overnight at home, you can wake up to a full battery every morning, and when you're on the road, it's easy to plug in along the way, at any public station or with the Tesla charging network. We currently have over 20,000 superchargers worldwide, with 6 new locations opening every week. If you're in a pinch, you can go to charge up for 15 minutes and have basically 175 miles of range in your car. Its full range is over 350 miles. The price range isn't bad either, as you can get the most basic model for $32,000 and the best model of it for $51,000. So don't wait, go and get your Tesla and see driving a lot differently. Number 4. 2021 Mountain Max 154. As a man once said, "There's my Yamaha." When it comes to Yamaha, the Japanese maker absolutely knows how to make a good snowmobile and ensure that its performance is as perfect as possible. But like another maker of a vehicle, it's one that also dares to push things forward rather than staying stagnant. Enter the 2021 Mountain Max 154, which was shown to the world in 2020, and the maker is very excited about this new snowmobile. Why? Because they refer to it as a legend in their field, which is not something they would say lightly for all sorts of reasons. The particular reason that they go and love this snowmobile is that they've upped its performance to an incredibly high rate, to the extent that they are able to have both a 790 plus cubic engine that emits a lot of power, as well as a special dual suspension system that enables the rider to go and wield the snowmobile across drops and cut through the snow with ease and more. 3. Walk car. Getting around the world nowadays is both easy and difficult depending on where you are. Sure, we have cars and bikes and scooters and such, but if you want true freedom of movement while also having good speed, you need something more personal, such as the walk car. This is a portable driver, if you will, that can fit into a bag, only weighs a couple of pounds, and yet can take you 11 miles per hour in terms of speed. Much faster than certain other personal vehicles, and yet with only half the effort needed. You guide the walk car by shifting your weight, and to stop it, you just get off. It is a bit expensive, over $1,000, but for a person who wants to get around without lugging a massive vehicle around, this is for you. 2. Skyrunner. Everyone wants to go and fly, which is why we showed you the water jet pack from earlier. But if you want a bit more power and a lot more range, then you need this personal flying vehicle known as the Skyrunner. On the ground, it merely looks like an ATV or dune buggy kind of vehicle, with a propeller on the back. But when you attach a special parachute to it, you'll find yourself able to fly through the skies with ease. It has great speed no matter whether you're on the ground or in the air, and the range is very impressive, with it being able to reach over 600 kilometers. It's not cheap though, at all. It'll cost you over $200,000. But hey, some things are worth the cost. And number 1, Ferox Azaris. If you're looking for a more grounded ATV buggy that is still out of this world, then you need to buy the Ferox Azaris. Why? Because this was a vehicle originally designed to be a planetary rover and was made for DARPA. But eventually they decided it was fine for public use and buying, so long as you have $500,000. The visuals of the Ferox Azaris already make it cool, but this 6-wheeled fusion of a vehicle is able to not just go fast, but go over all sorts of terrain with ease, which makes sense because again, it was supposed to go into space. And if you want, you can actually swap out the gas motor for an electric one, and it won't mind at all. So, what do you think? What do you think of this look at the vehicles of the world that you can go and get right this minute? Do you suddenly have the urge to go vehicle shopping? Do you think it's incredible how far technology has taken us? Which of these rides do you think that you and your friends or family would love to test out and drive or ride? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time on the channel.